Angry hahaha. Little boss, we don't even have a wanted poster yet. You're really the face of our group. Stated by the brothers of Fang Xing. Nonetheless, this ninth uncle of Fang Xing told him that their little 10th really contributed a lot in the operation this time. In accordance with this guy, he said that the little boss rushed up and cut down the dog officer. Fang Xing's appearance when he did that was truly domineering. Then when they tried to toast and cheer for Fang Xing, a loud explosion occurred in that area. The people inside were thrown away by the explosion. The Ghost Smoke Valley thieves are confused if the soldiers are on the place. Suddenly, Xiao Jianming appeared on the scene. The thieves were shocked when they saw that it was only one person. Fang Xing's ninth uncle ordered his men not to engage, because he thinks that the person might be a cultivator. However, this man with long hair was confused if a cultivator really existed. Then this bald man asks what business does a cultivator have there at their stockage. In spite of that, Fang Xing's ninth uncle asks the young warrior the reason why he is in there. But Xiao Jianming ignored his question and he was just counting, and said that it looks like everyone is in there. The Ghost Smoke Valley thieves were all startled at this moment. Suddenly, Xiao Jianming started to attack them, using his sword. Many explosions have occurred in that facility that causes some of the thieves' deaths. Fang Xing was worried while covering his head. Then he asks his ninth uncle if what's wrong. Nevertheless, this bald man told him to not say anything and listen carefully to him. He ordered Fang Xing to hide and wait for Xiao Jianming to leave. In addition, he told Fang Xing that after the man left the place, Fang Xing must go to the 4th tree at the gate of the stockade. There is a package buried there that contains something for him. Fang Xing must keep the book inside safe, then followed by his last words that Fang Xing must have to live on. Fang Xing was crying at this moment while his ninth uncle was heading to fight Xiao Jianming. The Ghost Smoke Valley has always defended the people against injustice, and only executed those who should be executed. As a Taoist, it is more so your responsibility to speak for the common people in this world. So why do you choose to work for those corrupt officials to destroy the Ghost Smoke Valley? Stated by Fang Xing's ninth uncle. But Xiao Jianming just told him that he misunderstood and he doesn't care who they are. Then he slashed and executed Fang Xing's ninth uncle. In addition, Xiao Jianming also said that he was merely following the law of the jungle. Yes, I should have known that this world, where the strong dominate the weak, Fang Xing stated while he was in tears. Back in the present, Fang Xing was startled at this moment while looking at the swords that were going to hit him. A huge explosion occurred on the scene. Yu Sanling told Fang Xing that he now knows what power really is. All of a sudden, Yu Sanling was shocked by what he saw. His attack did nothing to Fang Xing, and Fang Xing just held the powerful blue sword thrown by Yu Sanling. According to Yu Sanling, Fang Xing's spiritual Kai can actually resist the sword formation. But he was wondering if Fang Xing burned up his own meridians, because if so, then that's self-destructing his own cultivation. Nevertheless, while Fang Xing is still holding the tip of the sword, he is thinking that instead of burning out, his spiritual power was increased, and maybe it's because of the Yin-Yang Divine Demon Book. However, the powerful blue sword of Yu Sanling turned brown and it suddenly shattered. Yu Sanling cannot believe that Fang Xing actually broke through. At this moment, Fang Xing uses his powerful speed and it forms like a burning tornado. Yu Sanling was startled while looking at Fang Xing that was approaching to attack him. From below, Yu Sanling was hit by a powerful and burning blow from Fang Xing that causes the fat man to fall into the floor with a broken tooth and a bleeding nose. Fang Xing felt that it looked like he broke through into the first level of spirit movement. Yu Sanling lost consciousness due to Fang Xing's attack. Wang Zhai and these men were shocked by what they witnessed. Meanwhile, in the evening, Wang Zhai told his boss Fang that it's already roasted. However, Yu Sanling was still lying on the ground and fainted. Fang Xing asked him on what he said that he didn't want Fang Xing to be executed but only wanted to teach him a lesson. Yu Sanling answered Fang Xing that he is right while he's calling now as his junior brother. In addition, Yu Sanling said that if not, why would he use a wooden sword? Yu Sanling only wanted to beat him up. Even if Yu Sanling had more guts, he still wouldn't dare to execute anyone. Nonetheless, Fang Xing raises his hands to the boys, and immediately these boys unties Yu Sanling. In the present time, Yu Sanling told his junior brother Fang that he is completely convinced now, and according to him, he managed the herb field for so many years and he had never seen anyone who broke through to the first stage of spirit movement in such a short time. Fang Xing replied to his pig brother that if he thought like that earlier, then things wouldn't have turned out like that. Fang Xing also told him that he is not someone to fuss over stuff like that. Now that Fang Xing had beaten the fat man up too, he said to call it even. However, Yu Sanling bowed to Fang Xing and told his junior brother Fang that Fang Xing's cultivation is now in the first level of spirit movement, and by tomorrow, He will only need to ring the cleansing heart bell and Fang Xing will be promoted to an outer sect disciple. Yuewen congratulated Fang Xing in advance for his promotion. Fang Xing smiled at them and stated that he accepted the blessing of Yuewen, and he told them that he'll head to the bell when the sun rises tomorrow. The next day, Fang Xing said goodbye to his companions, and he walked away. Nevertheless, Fang Xing arrived at the place and he was amazed when he saw the bell. Instantaneously, he touched it. The bell rang so loudly that it reached different parts of that place. Even this man was paused from his game. However, the old man in front of him asks him why he minds it so much since it's only the heart-cleansing bell. Then he replied that it was nothing, and he was just lamenting fate. Suddenly, this old man questioned him again on why he said that. Then he commanded him that they will have a round of chess next, while stating that the future is something that cannot be decided by anyone. On the other hand, Fang Xing was already in the front gate of the Yuewen sect. Then this old man asks Fang Xing if he's the one who rang the heart-cleansing bell, and Fang Xing responded yes. Automatically, the old man invites Fang Xing to come in and according to him, Fang Xing is now an outer sect disciple of the Yuewen sect and he told him that there will be people that will guide Fang later. All of a sudden, Fang Xing's token lit up, and he was amazed when it changed. However, Fang Xing was confused by the old man's sudden disappearance. Whatever, inner sect disciple, here I come, Fang Xing stated while he extended his hands. At this moment, in the inner sect disciple, Xiao Jianming felt strange when he saw the kid. With an instant, Fang Xing recognized him but he was worried if Xiao Jianming could recognize him. Luckily, Xiao Jianming does not recognize him and when he passes by Fang Xing, Xiao Jianming is irritated while saying why he can't find the 10th great thief anywhere. However, at the back of Fang Xing's mind, he was just in there and, sooner or later, he will definitely become stronger than Xiao Jianming. Nonetheless, inside the Yuewen sect, Fang Xing was glancing everywhere when he heard a voice asking him if he is the newly promoted outer sect disciple. Suddenly, a man appeared and Fang Xing was surprised. Instantaneously, Fang Xing bowed and greeted him and introduced himself to the man. This man was asking for Fang Xing's token, and without hesitation, Fang Xing handed it over to him. D-rank aptitude, another good for nothing, stated by this man. Fang Xing was puzzled at this moment. While he was staring at his token, all of a sudden, Yuewen rushed towards them. Fang Xing was shocked by the fat man's presence. While Yuewen was painting, this man told him that he was responsible for guiding Fang Xing that day. Then he asks the fat man what's the meaning of it. However, Yuewen gives a gift to the man and he tells him that the junior brother is someone he knows. Then he tells him that he will take over Fang Xing. This man was staring at the gift that Yuewen gave, and he felt that the gift was heavy. Then he said that what Yuewen said was very true, and he told them that he won't bother them any more than he leaves them. Nevertheless, Fang Xing thanked Yuewen for coming since he was not expecting his senior brother Yu to come and meet him personally. But according to Yuewen, it's not a big deal since they are friends, so of course, that is expected from him. However, he asked Fang Xing if he was evaluated for his rank. Fang Xing answered him that it was the thing he wanted to ask Yuewen if what exactly a D-rank aptitude. Yuewen explained to him that outer sect disciples are divided into 4 ranks according to their aptitudes A, B, C and D. Fang Xing was shocked when he heard it and he thinks that his aptitude was so low. But Yuewen comforted him and told him that he don't need to be concerned about that because Yuewen himself was a D rank. Although there's more than 1,000 outer sect disciples, more than half of them are actually D rank. Fang Xing was convinced by Yuewen and according to him, since aptitude was based on their innate talent, there's no use thinking too much about it. In addition, Fang Xing asks Yuewen to just bring him into his place of accommodation next. Yuewen suddenly coughed. Then he told Fang Xing that settling into his accommodation is indeed very important, but before that, there is something else more important that Fang Xing needs to do. Fang Xing was speechless at this moment. At the present time, Fang Xing and Yuewen arrived at the Spirit Tools Pavilion. Yuewen clarified to Fang Xing that after being promoted, outer sect disciples must first come to the Spirit Tools Pavilion to pick up a spirit tool, and he advises Fang Xing to select one carefully because he had only one chance to do it. Additionally, Yuewen told him that he can only accompany Fang Xing till there because no one else was allowed to approach the Spirit Tools Pavilion. When Fang Xing was approaching to get inside the Spirit Tools Pavilion, Yuewen suddenly called him and told his junior brother Fang that the sect seems to be detached from the world. But in fact, it is no different from it, and in addition when Fang Xing entered the pavilion he said that he should remain open-minded. However, Fang Xing told Yuewen to not worry, but he didn't even finish his words when suddenly a man said, Outrageous. This little kid and the fat man were both startled. How dare people like you barge into the Qingyun sect's spirit tools pavilion? Stated by this man in the center. Fang Xing bowed to them, then introduced himself and told them that he is a newly promoted outer sect disciple, and in accordance with the sect rules, he was there to pick out a spirit tool. While Fang Xing showed his token to them, the man said to him if Fang Xing was trying to show him who's the boss around there. Since you're a newcomer who doesn't know the rules, I'll forgive you for trespassing into the spirit tools pavilion this time. But you came here to collect your spirit tool while empty-handed. Stated by this man. Fang Xing was confused at this moment and pretending that he doesn't know what the man is saying that he asks him what he means. While at the back of Fang Xing's mind, the man wants to take advantage of him. However, this man ordered Fang Xing to quickly hand over his money or he'll get lost. Nevertheless, Fang Xing asks the man if he was trying to extort money from him, and he confidently said that he will report these guys to the sect. This man was getting angry to Fang Xing, but he was stopped by the other man. All of a sudden, the man in the center told Fang Xing that he is quite young but really know how to talk about rules. Then the man in the center smiled at him and said that Fang Xing can go in now and choose his spirit tool since they are just joking with him. But in his mind, Fang Xing better keep his eyes peeled. At this moment, Fang Xing entered the pavilion and he was amazed by the many tools inside. Nonetheless, this man was preparing an incense, while the other man lights the incense. The man in the center told Fang Xing that everyone is only allowed one incense stick at a time to select their spirit tool. Then he told him to go on because after all, they have to follow the rules. Meanwhile, while Fang Xing was walking around the pavilion, according to him, there's at least 2,000 or 3,000 spirit tools there, so it's impossible to tell the quality just from looking at the outer appearance. In addition, he said that no wonder the man wanted to take advantage of him. Fang Xing was thinking if he just chooses one at random, the probability of missing out is too great. However, while Fang Xing was staring at the red copper flying sword, inscribed with 3 spell formations damaged, he was suddenly surprised by his surroundings. This man was wondering what's wrong with the kid. Nevertheless, Fang Xing was astonished when he saw the fiery flag that can release intense fire, inscribed with 7 spell formations damaged, and a low-grade flying sword made from extremely fine steel, inscribed with 1 spell formation that has low spiritual kai. According to Fang Xing, as long as he looks at them, the information of those spirit tools will automatically appear in his mind. He was wondering if it's because of the Yin-Yang Divine Demon book. And not only that, he can also see a person's cultivation level. When he looked at the rat-looking guy, he noticed that the guy is in the 3rd level of spirit movement. No wonder the guy was so arrogant. However, while Fang Xing was looking at this tool, it seems like the spirit tools there either have limited spiritual kai or have already been damaged. Fang Xing was afraid if the good spirit tools were already hidden away, and only after the bribe was paid would they be taken out. Fang Xing was puzzled when he saw this mask, and when he tried to reach it, he suddenly heard a voice in his mind stating that it is the Mask of Wanluo, a mid-grade spirit tool, inscribed with 36 spell formations and in a good condition. In addition, the Mask of Wanluo is a spirit tool for transformation. After wearing it, it can change one's body shape, appearance, and even kai. The 36 spell formations represent the 36 different types of people one can transform into. According to him, that is simply the perfect tool for executing people and stealing goods. Suddenly, this man interrupted Fang Xing and told him that his time was over. While this man was glancing at Fang Xing's chosen tool, he was curious since he didn't remember seeing that worn-out mask. However, Fang Xing told him that he chose that mask. Instantaneously, this man congratulates Fang Xing for choosing his spirit tool, and he told Fang Xing that he can leave now. Fang Xing was feeling good while walking away from the building after he got something good. On the other hand, these 3 men were laughing at Fang Xing, and according to one of them, he cannot believe that Fang Xing chose a broken mask. He said that maybe Fang Xing will use it while cleaning to block out the dust. The other man also told them to look at Fang Xing walking away like he actually got some treasure. In addition, he said that Fang Xing thinks he can get something good after offending them. This rat-looking man told them that Fang Xing can forget his dignity if he returns and asks to change to another spirit tool. On the flip side, Yuewen was thoughtfully staring at the mask. Suddenly, he questioned Fang Xing that he spent so long inside just to pick that thing. But Fang Xing responded to him and told him to relax since Fang Xing had his own plans. However, Yuewen felt disappointed. but he just told Fang Xing to forget it since Fang Xing had already chosen it anyway. Then he told him that he will take Fang Xing to his accommodation. Fang Xing said that he's been waiting for him to say that. At this moment, Fang Xing and Yu Sanling arrived at their accommodation. According to Fang Xing, the place was good. There's a mountain at the back and a river in front, so it's easy to defend but difficult to attack. In addition, with Fang Xing, he said that if they build a stronghold there, no amount of soldiers will be able to get in. But Yu Sanling was bewildered and didn't know what Fang Xing was saying. However, Fang Xing asks Yu Sanling which house the little kid will live in. And Yu Sanling told him that there happens to be an empty house next to him, so Fang Xing can live there. That way they can look after each other as well. Then suddenly, Yu Sanling picked something from his pocket, and he gave it to Fang Xing. Nevertheless, Fang Xing asks him what the red stone is. Yu Sanling promptly answered him that it is the spirit stone, a material used for cultivation. Fang Xing will be relying on this while cultivating in the future. Additionally, he said that D ranks can only get one of them every 3 months, and he advises Fang Xing to make sure he doesn't lose it. One every 3 months. Isn't the sect too stingy? Fang Xing stated. But Yu Sanling told him to not underestimate the spirit stone because in the mortal world, each piece is worth 100 gold. Moreover, their aptitude is D rank, so getting one for free every 3 months is already quite good. Nonetheless, Fang Xing told Yu Sanling that he will be leaving because he is going to cultivate. Then Yu Sanling told him to go ahead since he also has things to do. But he said that he will return at night and have some wine with Fang Xing. On the other hand, Fang Xing arrived at his house. Fang Xing was enjoying his new house and his new bed. He said that it's not bad and it's way better than the herb field. In a trice, Fang Xing takes out his Qingyun Kai refining book. And according to him, the Kai refining book is similar to the forging Kai book. The basic principles are still the same, but it's explained in more detail. Not only does it teach you how to sense the Kai flowing through your meridians, it also teaches how to use the spirit stone to cultivate. Fang Xing immediately sits up and takes out the spirit stone. Fang Xing will follow the book and try it out. At this moment, Fang Xing started to focus on his cultivation. Instantly, the spirit stone lit up, and it suddenly floats in front of Fang Xing. While he was still concentrating, a yellow flame started encircling Fang Xing's body. Until night came, Fang Xing was still not done with what he was doing. Nevertheless, at this time, he slowly opened his eyes. And according to him, it's not bad since his progress is much faster when he uses the spirit stone. But the spirit stone really doesn't last long. He only cultivated for less than half a day and it's already used up. In accordance with Fang Xing, he should go outside and ask the fatty man if there's a place to get more spirit stones. But when he opens the door, Yu Sanling was already in there and his nose was suddenly hit by the door. Fang Xing asks him why he was in there. However, Yu Sanling reminded Fang Xing that he was going to see him that night. In addition, he told Fang Xing that he really opened the door at a perfect time. After everything, Fang Xing told him that he had just finished using the spirit stone and he was about to go look for the fat man. He also said that what a coincidence that Yu Sanling was about to come in too. Anyhow, Yu Sanling was astonished while confirming to Fang Xing if he had already used up the spirit stone. Fang Xing immediately told him that the spirit stone really doesn't last long and according to him, having only one for 3 months is not enough at all. Fang Xing wanted to ask Yu Sanling if there's anywhere else they can get more spirit stones. But Yu Sanling was still confused about what Fang Xing did. It hasn't been half a day and he already used it up. According to Yu Sanling, even if he don't sleep or rest, it will take at least 10 days for him to use the spirit stone completely. However, Fang Xing laughed at him and said that he thought it was the same for everyone. Yu Sanling shook his head and said that he never heard of anyone being fast like Fang Xing. And he told him that if Fang Xing wanted more spirit stones, there was a place to get them. But he also said to Fang Xing that it's just that telling him will be no use. While Fang Xing was pouring wine for Yu Sanling, he told him to not be hesitant and feel free to speak. Then Yu Sanling explained to him that among the outer sect disciples, there are many who have a powerful and wealthy background. So naturally, they are willing to spend a large amount on any materials or tools for their own cultivation. Therefore, some people in the sect will get these materials and tools from various channels. Every once in a while, they would choose a night to open a black market in the deep bamboo forest of the valley. The sect actually closes an eye towards the black market, but according to Yu Sanling, it was still against the rules, so it's not good for it to be made known to the public. In addition, Yu Sanling told him that those who enter the black market disguise themselves and all agree to only look at money and goods so their identity won't be questioned there. In the black market, as long as their price is high enough, spirit stones are worth nothing. However, Yu Sanling also told him that even if Fang Xing knows about it, It's still useless because that kind of money is something he won't be able to cough up. But Fang Xing eagerly asks Yuewen if he knows when will be the next time that the black market will open. Yuewen questioned him back on why he asked. The next night at the black market, there are two men guarding the entrance of the black market. This man was triggered when Fang Xing, in a different form, approached to get inside. Suddenly, they ask the man in blue what business he has there. Instantaneously, Fang Xing answered that he was there for an exchange of course. The two guards were staring at each other. Then the guard on the right gave him permission to enter the black market. At the back of Fang Xing's mind, as expected of the mask of Wan Luo, not only can it change his outer appearance, even the tone of his voice was modified. The mask can also change its form to match. At this moment, Fang Xing was in front of the black market. People are very busy buying and selling things in the black market. According to Fang Xing, there's a lot more people than he expected. In addition, this smoke pot that his fourth uncle gave to him is able to make people fall asleep for at least 2 time periods or 2 hours. But Fang Xing was wondering how exactly it would work since there's too many people there. However, the announcement of this man caught everyone's attention. He said that to be able to come there, he was sure that everyone knows in their heart exactly how things stand. He also told them that it should be done quickly rather than slowly. It is the standard to finish as fast as possible and return. In addition, he told them that to tell them the truth, many of the people there were junior brothers who had just joined the sect and what they lack most is the spirit stone. Coincidentally, he had 90 pieces of spirit stone with him that night and he was planning on giving it to everyone. Suddenly, this man showed them the spirit stone and he told them to come forward if anyone wanted it because on the outside, it was sold at 100 gold for 1 piece, but on him, he only sold that for 80 gold. Nevertheless, Fang Xing was thinking at this moment because the voice sound of the man who sold the spirit stones was familiar to him, so Fang Xing will have used the Yin-Yang Divine Demon book to take a look. In the meantime, this man said that he wanted to check the spirit stone first. Then the seller immediately told him to go ahead. Without a word, this man tried the spirit stone. All of a sudden, he said that those are real, then he said that he wanted to buy 5 of those. And the crowd started to be noisy because of the people who wanted to buy the spirit stones. Nonetheless, Fang Xing has already recognized the man who's selling the spirit stone, and it was no other than the rat face from the Spirit Tools Pavilion. According to Fang, this man must have taken advantage of a lot of people since he has so many spirit stones. Suddenly, the seller of the spirit stone announces to his fellow brothers that the spirit stones have all been sold out. But he told them to not worry if some of them were not able to buy the spirit stone that night because he will be back there again. All of a sudden, this man said that he had something that he wanted to exchange with for the spirit stones or spirit tools. But he told them that it's just that he doesn't know whether his fellow brothers will be able to handle it. Instantaneously, when this man